married today?
Wait, hold on. So is love worth it?
Fuck no.
Wait.
I'm single in Miami. Who cares?
That's how all women think, and it's sad for future generations who want to pursue dating. When women today have this mentality of using men as ATMs, maybe dogs are more worthy of love than women. If you get married and still say love isn't worth it, then why get married at all? That's like buying a house just to say you hate living indoors. And if you're still calling yourself single in Miami after saying your vows, that's not cool. That's straight up disrespect.
Truth be told though, like if you treat your girl like a queen, she's gonna treat you like a king. No, I would actually argue like most dudes who are like tricking and simping on chicks, a lot of women actually have contempt for the dudes that are simping and tricking and doing all that shit, doing all this extra shit. Let me get you flowers on the first date. Nah, you don't really respect that dude. You actually kind of like the guy who's kind of the bad boy. A lot of women, I'm not saying all women, but I look at what's going on, especially among like younger women, for example, in college. Women literally say this. They like bad boys.
Immature woman, probably the 18-year-olds
Right.
that were
You give your best years to arguably the worst men, and then by the time you're 30, you're all jaded and you've been through a bunch of toxic, trashy men, which excite you to some degree, and you're not satisfied with the otherwise good or nice guys. You curve the like guys who would actually give you commitment, who would treat you well. They don't excite you. They're boring. You much rather chase after the divided attention of some boy or playboy type of dude.
Women will make it easy for the bad boy and have standards for the good guy, and now they are crying. We don't care.
Women are not desirable right now. Everyone's a Kim Kardashian clone. I asked you earlier, what don't men want? And you said promiscuity. Well, that seems about the only thing that's being offered right now. When I open my Instagram and I've got butt cheeks and I'm going, people are like, I don't understand why no one wants to, this woman's been married 4 times. I'm like, well, I can understand it, because even if men think they want it in the short term, when you see a girl, she's half naked, she looks good. Yeah, sure. You probably do want to have sex with her. I bet you're wired that way. You're hardwired that way.
Yeah.
But then what happens after you have sex with her and you realize that so did 20 other dudes
100%.
in the same week, you don't want her.
You nailed it. You absolutely not only nailed it.
A lot of modern women out here flexing like clones, same filters, same thirst trap playbook. It's all short-term appeal, no long-term value. Yeah, dudes might be wired to react to it, but that doesn't mean they actually care. Desire ain't the same as respect. Funny thing is, if any of these guys were to rush to her safety, and by any chance she didn't like the guy, this would have turned into a harassment scenario or something inappropriate. You never know what's cooking in their brains. Men just want to stay away from such drama, and this is what women sowed for themselves.
Girlies in their late 20s, early 30s. Where are we finding men?
Unfortunately, they are working overtime instead of going out and dating because they feel they will never be attractive enough or wealthy enough for a girl ever again. They would rather check their weather app than chat with another person on Hinge. If they're not at work, they're usually at home, the gym, playing video games with friends, or fighting for democracy. You're welcome.
If you're making $50,000, don't date. I'm just being for real. You're not ready to date.
Again, I'm with you. When
You're not ready to. You're not ready to date because courtship costs.
The answer is simple. Women broke the contract, and when a contract gets broken, the party who got screwed walks away.
Back in the days, most of the time, you would wait for someone to make the first move. It might be on the first date, it might be the third date, whatever. It could be the man, it could be the woman. But now, all my friends have noticed that the man has stopped making the first move. All my girlfriends are like, they're waiting. It's the third date, fourth date, a week later. He hasn't gone in for the kiss. He doesn't do any touching or anything. And I've asked my dude friends that are single, and they are like, you don't know where a woman's gonna go with that story anymore. I ain't touching nobody. And it sucks because the Me Too movement is so strong and so powerful for the people that need it, but it shouldn't ruin the maturity that we should have within intimacy and relationships.
The difference between flirting and sexual harassment is whether she finds you attractive or not. Too late now. The game has been exposed and men are not playing.
Guys do not approach you at the bar not because you're not pretty, but it's because of this. I've been going to the bars every weekend with my friends, maybe for the past couple months, and I love it. I love socializing, and I'm single. And my friend and I were talking at the bar the other weekend, and we were talking about how we've never been approached by a single guy before. Like, maybe ever, which is just insane to think about. Like, I can name a couple occurrences where they have, but it was like people from Europe, and they're like a different breed of people, okay? So I feel like the culture in America is way different. Guys do not want to approach you, not because of how pretty you are or how you look, but it's really because they're scared of you. And then us women over here who are single are thinking like, we look amazing, we did our makeup, we chose the perfect outfit. Why aren't all these guys coming up to us? Even if we're not into them, why don't they just come up just to like make us feel good about ourselves?
Women outing themselves ever so casually. Men now know how to not get screwed by the courts, avoid unnecessary drama, and stop being unappreciated for their hard work.
Girls, when was the last time a man approached you at a bar and started talking to you? And I thought this was just me thing, but they were all like, no, it hasn't happened in, I can't even tell you how long, like before COVID. And I thought that was a me experience. I was like, okay, maybe I give off like a standoffish vibe. I don't know. I don't think so. But no, they all agreed. They're like, I can't tell you the last time a man tried to talk to me at a bar. A man tried to offer to buy me a drink. Do men still do that? Men, can you weigh in? And I don't even need the drink, but like the last time, and I'll go up and talk to guys, but like, can someone explain?
Ladies keep asking this, but when are you going to realize that there are consequences to your words and actions? It's because men would rather keep to themselves than to be called a creep, or at the very least be publicly embarrassed, or at worst be accused of something. A lot of women do not realize that because of social media, a lot of young men believe that women despise them. Between the 4B movement, the it's all men until no men, and picking the bear over the man, because of this, most of them assume that women genuinely want nothing to do with them.
Women told us to leave them alone. We left you alone. Simply put, the likelihood of men being called a creep or being accused of harassment is way higher than of them actually making a connection.
You know, women look so differently when you don't care anymore. When you don't care to impress them anymore. When you don't care to chase after them anymore. You quickly realize that they're ordinary people, and you've allowed your lust and your love to put them on a pedestal that didn't even exist. Wake up, fellas, and understand life.
Thanks for watching Manhood. If you want access to exclusive episodes and want to support the channel, hit that join button and become a member. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if it hit home. Drop your stories and thoughts in the comments. We read everyone. See you tomorrow.